If you have been thinking about picking up a kettlebell, I want to motivate you with this video to follow through, because I'm going to show you the 6 best kettlebell exercises that you need to do if you want to get started and reap the benefits of one of the best training tools on planet Earth. But before we get started, we help busy over 40s get in shape with only 30 minutes of kettlebell training per week in the next 30 days. If that's something you're interested in, check the first link in the description. Grüezi miteinander, Gregory von Lebe hier. This video is sponsored by Pro Kettlebell. The awesome contour pockets of this kettlebell makes the clean, the snatch, the press, and kettlebell training in general very comfortable. If you have sensitive forearms or you're just getting started, I think the Pro Kettlebell makes a lot of sense. I picked up the Pro Kettlebell for a couple of workouts and I love the feeling, even though I have to say that I also love the feeling of working out with our own brand of kettlebells. But here's the thing, I'm actually looking for somebody who can support and supply the demand for folks in the United States to grab a hold of a solid kettlebell, because shipping overseas is sometimes a real hassle. So if you want to get 10% off your next purchase with Pro Kettlebell, check the link in the comments and use the code LEBESTARK at checkout. So let's jump into the 6 best kettlebell exercises that you must do. Exercise number 1 is the hand-to-hand swing. Watch. Here's how to do it. You have a ½ meter distance to the kettlebell. You grab it either in the front hand with thumbs up or back hand with thumbs backwards. Then you pull your arm between your legs and by extension the kettlebell. And as soon as you have this arm-body connection, you build up some tension in your arm. Then you hip thrust the weight with the propulsion power from your posterior chain upwards. So the kettlebell starts flying upwards. And this is a crucial moment because you want to maximize the time the arm is connected to the body and minimize the time the arm is disconnected from the body. So as soon as the kettlebell reaches its apex, you're switching sides, gravity sets in, you wait for the arm to reconnect with your body to make sure you hit that perfect timing. As soon as you have the reconnection, build up some tension in your arms, then flow with the kettlebell, go into the backswing, and then whoom, come back up. Exercise number 2 is the clean. Watch. In order to do a solid and proper clean, you have to master one of the most critical and crucial components of kettlebell training, and that is the hand insertion. As you can see, I have inserted my full hand inside the window of the kettlebell in a diagonal manner. So my web space makes contact with the upper corner of the handle of the kettlebell, and my forearm bone makes contact with the lower horn of the handle of the kettlebell. And this is how it sits. Now, many of you who are just getting started with kettlebells are maybe used to grabbing a dumbbell like this in a horizontal manner. And this is not how we grab a kettlebell. It just doesn't work. You have to insert your hand as deep as possible inside the window of the kettlebell in order to master the clean. Exercise number 3 is the press. Watch. Now, in order to do a solid press, you have to have mastered not only the clean and the hand insertion, but also being able to have a solid rack position where the arm connects with your body, melting your whole system with the arm and the kettlebell by extension to use it as a platform if you want to push the weight up, and even if you want to strict press it up. You want to use the full tension and strength of your body. Now, understanding this rack position means that this right here is the nest, and the kettlebell, as you can see, rests in the nest. As soon as you have mastered a solid rack position, you're cleared for the press. Now, here's what you want to think about. Pressing the handles up first so that the bell follows the handle. And what this creates is this vertical alignment between your elbow and your wrist. Now, as you press the weight up, you want to make sure that the arm sits close to your body by keeping the biceps close to the ear and then making sure you pack the shoulder, pulling it down so that you have a lot of stability and strength. And as you bring it back down, you want to bring the elbow first down, stay in that vertical alignment, and then rack the kettlebell down back into the rack position. Now with exercise number 3, we're going to melt the clean and the press. Watch. Now go back to understanding the fundamentals of the clean and understanding the fundamentals of the press, and then you melt both together. And that's one of the cool things about kettlebell training, is that it's not just a weight that you're moving around for a purpose to look good or build muscle or whatever have you. Even though this is included, it also involves building a skill. And this is some solid brain training that can help us as we grow older. It's also something that you have to master, put in the reps, and be patient and grind a little bit in order to be able to become a solid kettlebell practitioner. And these are aspects of kettlebell training that I think are unique. And you have to have a certain mindset and a certain idea of training if you want to gravitate towards it and master it so you can wield it like a samurai does his katana. Hey, are you still with me? Here's exercise number 4. Man, I don't even have to yell, I have a microphone. Now, the farmer's walk. This is good stuff. You have the kettlebell right next to you. Now we turn it into a suitcase walk if you only have one kettlebell. And now we start walking. Here we go. Carry exercises. This is a simple but yet very powerful exercise that many people disregard or don't even do because they think, well, this doesn't require skill. And while it is fun to master exercises that require skill, it doesn't mean that exercises who are low tech cannot serve you any benefits. Last but not least, the goblet squat. Watch. While the goblet squat can be simple for some, for others it can be very taxing. Now, depending on your hip structure, this will dictate on how far down you're able to go. Now, I'm able to go full ATG. Now, in your case, if you don't, doesn't matter. Here's just the one thing that I want to tell you, and that is don't limit bending or flexion. Just go down as far down as you can. And as you grab the kettlebell in that sandwich grip, and keep it close to your body. Don't flare out your elbows. You keep them also close to the body. You go as far down as you can, and you keep your upper body as upright as possible. Now you may be thinking, well, these exercises are cool, but how do I program a workout? Make it simple and easy because this works best. We have 6 exercises, right? Here's what you do. 1 minute per exercise. And with the exercise where you have both sides, you do 30 seconds per exercise, where you switch sides in between halftime. And then you have 6 minutes of work, add 1 minute of rest, which equals 1 round. Now you do 4 rounds total, and you got yourself an awesome kettlebell workout. Here's the next thing that you have to do. Clean and press that like and subscribe button. Share with a friend who's also interested in kettlebell training. And if you made it this far, like I told you, we help busy over 40s get in shape with only 30 minutes of kettlebell training in 30 days or less without having to leave their home. If that's a premise that you need and you want our help and you're serious about transforming your fitness, your life, everything in general, then check the first link in the description.